So to start this practice, taking a few moments to settle in our seat, back straight, feet touching the ground, hand resting on our lap, and maybe imagining as if there is a string pulling us up from the top of our head. So adopting a dignified posture, one that is conducive to keep the mind alert, but also a posture that is at ease to this body, so one that is comfortable, that we can spend approximately the next 20 minutes in. And then setting our intention to practice meditation for the next 20 minutes with this element of noticing between going on duty and off duty. And around our own motivation. Why do I want to meditate? How might I hope to benefit from the practice of meditation? And from noticing the difference between being on duty and then going off duty. How might this help benefit myself and others? And then gently guiding our attention inwards. So finding the breath within the body and gently noticing the breath going in through our nostrils, filling up our lungs, noticing the slight pause between the in-breath and the out-breath, and gently noticing the air flowing out from our lungs and out to our nostrils. So gently connected with the cycle of breathing. In, pause, out, pause. In, pause, out, pause. And then trying to see if it's possible to breathe a little bit deeper than normal. So breathing in a little bit deeper than normal. And then gently releasing the breath, both in-breaths and out-breaths, being gentle. And then trying to see if it's possible to equalize the breath. So breathing in a little bit deeper than normal, with both our in-breaths and out-breaths of equal length and rhythm. So to do this, we can use counting, or we can use phrases, or maybe getting a general felt feeling of the equality of the in-breath and the out-breath. And throughout this process, we might notice that thoughts still arise within the mind. So that's absolutely fine. During the practice of meditation, we're not trying to block thoughts or make the mind go blank, but to familiarize ourselves with the mind. So to let thoughts pass freely through the mind and then noticing how thoughts turn into thinking. How we might get involved with a thought because of a preference, and we get carried away into thinking. And whenever we notice that, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Both are in-breaths and out-breaths of equal length and rhythm. And then gently focusing a little bit more on the out-breath. And maybe noticing if there is a releasing quality to this out-breath. So maybe noticing if there is a tendency for the body to relax as we breathe out. And then trying to see if the mind can learn from the body. So as the body breathes out and relaxes, our mind relaxes involvement with thinking, letting thoughts pass freely through the mind, and begins to settle. And now gently getting a sense of the general felt feeling within the body, and also letting our breathing fall into its natural rhythm. So getting a general felt feeling of the body, and we might notice a sense of relaxation or tension, the opposite, stillness or agitation, sleepiness or awakeness, or just a neutral sense. So noticing our experience unfold. And then gently becoming aware of the points of contact between the body and the chair, the feet and the ground, maybe our hands resting on our lap. And then gently scanning through the body, noticing our toes, the bottom of our feet, the top of our feet, our heels, ankles, our shin, our calf, the knee, our thighs, the triceps, the hamstring, our pelvis, the points of contact between the buttocks and the chair, our lower back, maybe noticing the curvature of the spine, our abdomen and maybe noticing the rising and falling of the abdomen with the breath, our upper back, our chests, our fingers, our hands, our forearms, the elbow, our biceps and triceps, our shoulders, the neck, our face, our ears, eyes, nose and mouths, the back of our head and the top of our head. And then noticing the whole body breathing, resting here on the ground. And then getting a general felt feeling of the weight of the body, and how the weight of the body is unconditionally supported by the ground beneath the body. And then as the body is unconditionally supported by the ground, the mind is unconditionally supported by the body. So as we breathe out and the body relaxes, our mind rests within the body, unconditionally supported by the body. Body resting on the ground, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath the body. So mind and body resting here right now, unconditionally supported by the ground beneath them, and surrounded by space. So gently resting within this embodied presence. Mind and body resting here right now. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to achieve and to strive for. And at any time we might notice thoughts turning into thinking. So getting carried away by a particular thought, or an experience or a sensation. So whenever we notice that, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as I breathe out, mind resting within the body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, and maybe turning our focus a little bit more on our breath. So resting here right now with our focus gently on the sensations of our breath. So right now we're on duty. We're resting right now here with an experience, with a light focus on our breathing. So now on the sound of the bell, going off duty. So gently opening our eyes, no need to focus on anything, and just aware of our surroundings. So remaining in our posture, and just for a few moments, letting go of the notion of meditating. And now on the sound of the bell, again going on duty. So gently finding the breath within the body, turning our focus on our breathing, and gently as we breathe out, resting the mind within the body resting on the ground. So mind and body resting here right now. So resting within our embodied presence. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. With a gentle light focus on our breath. So while on duty we are meditating. So we are aware of the body, aware of thoughts passing through the mind, aware of sensations and feelings, but not involved with them. And again, whenever we notice being carried away by anything in particular, so the mind getting involved and being lost in thinking, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. As I breathe out, mind resting in the body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, with a gentle light focus on our breath. So we are aware of our experience with a gentle light focus on our breathing. And whenever we notice thinking, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. So gently resting in experience with a light focus on our breath. And now going off duty, so gently letting go of the breath, letting go of the practice. And if we're with our eyes closed, gently opening them. And just sitting in our posture, but letting go of the practice. And taking a few moments, being off duty. And now as the bell rings, gently finding the breath within the body, and going on duty, so again, going into our practice. So gently as we breathe out, resting the mind within the body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, with a gentle light focus on our breath. So resting within a gently breathing body. And whenever we notice thinking, gently bringing the mind back to this breathing body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as I breathe out, mind resting in the body resting on the ground, mind and body resting here right now, with a gentle light focus on our breath. So we're resting in our experience right now, with a gentle light focus on our breathing. So again, as the bell rings, gently letting go of the practice, dropping our focus, gently opening our eyes, and just dropping the practice. So while we're off duty, we're not meditating, but we're still with our experience right now. And now as the bell rings, again gently finding the breath within the body and gently going on duty. So becoming aware of the breath, and as we breathe out, gently resting the mind within the body resting on the ground, with a gentle light focus on our breath. So now we're resting in our embodied presence, letting thoughts pass freely through the mind, with a gentle light focus on our breath. And whenever we notice thoughts turning into thinking, Gently letting go of thinking and bringing the mind back to this breathing body. And as I breathe out, the mind resting in the body resting on the ground, with a gentle light focus on our breath. And now, as we come towards the end of this practice, becoming aware of the body, aware of the breath within the body, so aware that we inhabit a breathing body, and gently acknowledging our presence within the room, and then gently resting for a few moments without any particular focus. And maybe getting a sense or appreciation for the time that we have to practice meditation, to familiarize ourselves with the mind. And then gently ending with a dedication, so that any benefits that might come from this practice towards myself expand outwards to others in ever-expanding circles. And in your own time, on the sound of the bell, gently ending the practice.